Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Enshrouded. Today we're going to look at the building mode and I don't know how well this is going to go, but we're going to give it a go nonetheless. So when you enter the building mode, when you've got your construction hammer, I currently have rough stone block and rough wood block. That's all I've got to work with, but I have managed to make about 5,000 of these. And there's a lot of shapes that you can play around with. We've got walls, we've got random shapes and blocks and stuff, single blocks we can mess around with here. We've then got our 2-meter blocks, which include foundations and a few other items, and we've got some larger blocks here. This one's quite a significant sized block. You can see currently it makes costs 256 to do this, but the ceiling piece here is only 64. So I'm going to use ceiling pieces to make my floor, as strange as that sounds, but that's what's going to happen. We've also got terrain and stuff like this, which we can use for dirt and things and filling in any holes that we might make in the ground. But today I just want to build a basic structure that I can call home. Now we currently have obviously this area here. Going out the back there, we've got my flame altar here, which I do want to keep in the kind of center of it all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my first block here, and then I'm going to come back a little bit. We're going to build another block there, one there, one there, and one there. Now, this is going to be a very basic little cabin, I think. I don't want anything kind of out of the ordinary here. We're going to have it kind of come along to here. So again, we're continuing to adjust the terrain a little bit as we go. And then we'll have it run up to the back here. I may need to get rid of some land, but again, let's just see if we can... If I put a wall in now, I want to put a small wall in. And we want to go with a stepped wall here. Yes, this does work. So if we put the step wall, I kind of want it to be in and around the same kind of line. So if we rotate this one. Oh, where's it gone? Hello. Back into this. Thank you very much. There. I want it to come out to here and then to here. Then we go again, rotating to there, to there. Is it now getting rid of that? I think it is. Just about anyway. To there. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to rotate again. Come along here. Just a small little house, really, that I want to build here. Oh, that's just done something I didn't want it to do. Can I undo it? Yes, we can undo the build action. Ah, it didn't. It undid the other one, so that's fine. We can now put this down here. Then we've got a small area there that I've kind of marked out for my first little structure. Here is where the doorway is going to be, so we'll make that stone as well, going up like that. And then around the back here, we're going to have the rest of it being filled in wood. So let's change my material. What we want to do now is we want to build a wall. We're going to make it a 2-meter wall. So let's just take it down a little bit to that. And it's going to be wood. And then we'll put that in here. So I want a window there. Let's have a look at the windows that we've got to play around with. They look a bit like this. Okay, is there something else that we can use? Do we have to craft the windows? Oops, that's going to be a frequent thing that you see me do. Messing up and undoing certain things that I don't mean to undo. Right, the door has gone back in. I think I've done that a little bit smaller than I did last time. Actually, no, maybe I didn't. Right, there we go. Right, okay, good. Now then, this is my basic structure. I'm going to put some windows in this area here. Maybe we put that one there and then put like a little wooden window in. Or we could put them on the corners. Or do I just go with wood for these? Let's have a look. Let's change our material to rough wood blocks. Put it down here. What does that do? It does maintain the little bit of stone that I've got in there, which is good. So we've got double windows there. I want to put a window around the back here. So we'll put that one here. And then another one next to the door again. There. And I think I want one on this corner too, actually. So let's build that one. Oh, my face has gone funny. There we go, we're back. Build that in there, and then we'll switch to a normal wall. Normal wall all the way around. And then again here. And lastly, here. Right, then we can put in a... I wonder if I can just put a ceiling on here. Like a wooden ceiling, but bring it one up, I guess. Because this is quite frustrating. Unless I find a way to dig that out, actually. We could do that. Or will a foundation block do the trick? I think a foundation block will be good in here then. So we'll put our foundation blocks down there. That. And then a little bit of a step going in. We'll make that out of stone. Now the problem is I've got a door there now that doesn't quite fit. So if we put the workbench back in and everything's a little bit too high, I don't think that's going to work. Let's go back and we'll undo this. And we should be able to just remove these items here, like that. The problem now is it's kind of gotten rid of these blocks here. Right, okay. Let's put this back in. I told you I was a beginner, so please bear with me. We'll put these foundation blocks back in. And is there a way that we can remove that? Let's finish here, and we'll just go to our pickaxe. I think we should be able to... There we go. That removes this. Good. Right. We'll just dig this all out. No more dirt blocking my house. Good. Right. So we've got this little area here. We can put a door in there. We can put our workbench down here. Like that. And now we need a roof for this place. But before that, let's go to our workbench because we can actually craft a door, I think. If we just scroll down a little bit. There we go. We've got doors. We need string. We need wood logs. And we can craft our windows. So windows, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows that we need to make. Let's go to this and we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Then we can put these in. Can we use snapping here? Yes, we can. Will they snap in? Rotate. Yes. Oh, lovely. Nice and easy that. Snapping these windows in. Wonderful. So, yes, the building system is very good. I'm definitely doing certain things wrong. We can definitely fine-tune things and change the way that the build system looks. But right now, for me, this is working, so I'm just going to be happy with my lot. What is that leaf doing? Weird. Anyway, we're going to build a door now. We've got a little door here, the wooden door, which needs metal scraps, but we'll use with a crude wooden door, which we need wood logs and string for. So let's quickly craft some string ourselves. 1, 2 of them. And then we'll grab some more wood logs just by chopping down a tree here. And our house is really starting to come together. We'll put a stone roof on this, I guess, unless there's a way to get a nice, like, I don't know, wooden roof. But I think stone might be better. I wonder if we can get a thatched roof. That might be nice. But currently this is looking pretty nice for our first little house. Obviously, small beginnings and that. Things will change and we will get better at the game. And I've done that again. What did I remove that time? I don't actually know what I removed. It might have just been the fact that I've undone that sort of stuff there. Right, let's dig that back out. There we go. We're fine. I've damaged my... Can I repair this now? What have I done? Let's remove that. And the window can stay. Then we'll put it back in. Oh dear. What am I doing here? There we go. Right. That is now in place. Good. Okay, we've fixed that. It's taken me about 10 minutes to build this, so you can clearly see that I haven't quite got to grips with everything, but we are slowly getting somewhere with it. Right, let's have a look. So we're going to build our door now, and then that can go in place right here. we've got snapping on, and it just snaps inside there nicely, and we can actually use it now. There we go. Right, we've got a little door. Oh, very nice. All good. And let's do a stone roof then, because I've got plenty of stone, although I do have plenty of wood as well. We can close the door. Then we're going to go into our build tool again, and we're going to swap out. We've got 4-meter roofs. We want a little 2-meter roof, I think. And we will just rotate it. What do we need? What are we missing? Craft roofs at the workbench. Okay. Oh, damn it. I've done it again. I'm going to need to change that. The controls. Oh dear. Right, that goes in. And we finish. Then we will go over here. We need to craft roofs over here then. So let's have a quick look. What can we do? It says we need to use the workbench to craft this. So it should be there. Doors, dishes, windows. They're roof blocks. Okay, a plant fiber roof block. That's exactly what I wanted. So let's craft a bunch of these, and it's kind of going to look like a thatched roof, which is exactly what I was hoping for. So let's go back down to here. We've got our 2-meter roofs, plant fiber, 2-meter roof. And do I want it there? Now, this is where I could definitely use some sort of alternative way to see things. I don't know if I have access to that. Let's just switch so that I'm not at... Yeah, okay, so no again. What about rotating? Right, let's go to here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And what are these little bits? Flat roofs. Okay, right. If I have snapping turned off, can I now just kind of manually place this? I can shift it up. Does that do the trick, or is that too low? Let's just open the door and have a quick look outside. That is way too low, so we'll undo that. In fact, maybe we should do it over here. Then if we move that, that's forward and backwards. I want to shift it up and down, really, more than anything else. What about there? That looks better, because it's in the right place. Yeah, good. Right, that works. Then we can go over to here and just about squeeze that in. I think we're missing something here. I think there's a way we can do this that's better. Because this isn't working right now. Oh, that's kind of going for it. Yeah, good. Right, okay. And if we rotate this around, we go to here. Aha! There's definitely a better way to do this, though. I am not convinced that I'm doing this correctly, to be quite honest. But for now, this is getting us the house that we want. Have I just messed the roof up? Yes, I have. We're going to undo those bits. Maybe I need to build the scaffolding. Maybe that's what we need to do. Let's finish that and we'll go build some scaffolding. I think that's probably going to be the best thing to do. Right, so over here, there was a scaffold right there. It needs wood, logs, and string. So, again, we'll make some string. We don't have any plant fiber left, so let's head out. There will be some plant fiber quite close by. I don't know how long it takes for these items to respawn, but there's some plant fiber there. And we'll quickly get our string and then head back home. It's looking nice, though. It's nice to see that as you come back from a long day of adventuring. And then we can start building some furniture to finish it all off. This has been a bit of a weird one, I'm afraid, so please bear with me. We are still, of course, learning the game. Everything's kind of just about getting a grips with it, really. I'm going to then... We want to sort my inventory. I'm then going to move my scaffold onto my hotbar. Then we can place this scaffold probably here. Just want to rotate it around a little bit once the game stops lagging. Put it there. Can I now climb up it? Yeah, okay, right. We've got a scaffold. It's not in the most sensible of places, but this is definitely going to help me finish off this roof. I hope. Now if we turn snapping on, there we go. That now snaps into place. That's better. Right. So let's switch over to this. So the scaffold is actually useful. That is really quite impressive that we now have a use for this scaffold, and I can jump onto my roof now and just continue along to finish this all off. Good. Right, let's quickly swap to this, flick this around here, and I want it to snap there, snap there. I've fallen off, climbing back up now, or we could actually pick up the scaffold here. Let's pick that up. We'll finish building, we'll get my scaffold back out. And the scaffolding is actually snapping there, but that's not what I wanted to do, but we can now climb back up. Excellent. Right. So we'll go back to our construction hammer, and we can just about attach that, rotate and attach that. Hey, this is looking good now. Just about jump onto there and put that one in. And then we can put that one in as well. We probably don't have the ability to put in a second floor here, so I'm just going to put in some roof ends. We might just need to go all the way up here, given the squareness of the whole thing, so we'll do that. Then we'll do that. And the same again. And I'm out of fiber stuff, so we'll finish that there. We'll head back out and get some more fiber. Oh, animal has been killed. We'll keep running around. We'll get some more plant fiber that we can use to build some more stuff. And then it's going to be about getting a campfire or something put up. And we've got a nice little cabin there. Right, okay. God. I have to apologize. You know, it can't be particularly entertaining watching me fumble around with controls and trying to work out, you know, what I need to do and how to actually play a game. It's also quite dark now, so that's not great either. But I hope you've kind of enjoyed me fumbling and trying to work things out. It's fun, and I really do like this game. It's something that I would like to play a little bit more of and really get into. I'm very grateful to Keymailer for accepting my kind of request for a key, and I'm hoping that the stuff that I do is going to be good enough to make it watchable, because that's what it's all about. This is the kind of thing that I do like about content creation, though, is learning a new game and getting to share it with people. And sometimes I get lucky and a video will go viral, or we'll get like a nice little bump to the audience in it. And, you know, I'm not the best, and I never will be. I'm not the greatest gamer in the world, and I never have claimed to be, but I just love playing games. I don't really care what games I play. Obviously, you guys know I'm more of a city builder than anything else, but I love the idea, you know, the crafting element of things, and, you know, getting to grips with new systems and materials and stuff, and playing around with crafting and building settlements and towns and things. So this kind of game's something that I really do want to continue playing. And if you do want to see more of Enshrouded, please let me know, because it is a game that I've been watching for a while, and one that I'd really like to get a little bit more in tune with and maybe put out a full series. But it's kind of all reliant on how and what content I want to create. I'm never going to be putting out tutorials for how you do certain things in the game, because that's not me. And I'm not really inclined to do that, because I'm not a min-maxer. I'm not an expert. Even games that I am pretty good at, you know, like 2 Point and stuff, I don't go for that sort of content. I prefer to play the game. I prefer to let you watch me play the game. And if you like the stuff, you'll stick around for a full series. If you don't, you know, I'm not here to play to people's demands. I'm here to play games because I enjoy doing it. Right, so we have built our first little cabin. There we go. We are sheltered. We are comfortable. We have warmth. We don't have any light, but that's something that we can work on now. So let's have a quick look. We can make a little fireplace here. I think that's going to be a nice thing to do. So let's build our first fireplace. We've got a wooden stool. We've got a mattress. We've got a table, a bench, a nightstand, a little candle. Lots of stuff that we can play around with, but I think putting the hearth in first is going to be a good idea. That'll keep us warm. So let's switch on over again. I think we're going to need to go into our inventory, just sort that, and then we're going to move you into here. We can put that down now. Tiny little fireplace. Where's my fine tuning? Rotating. In the corner there. Ah, very nice. And I can cook on that as well. Then we're going to craft ourselves some more string. Can I make my mattress yet? I need some plant fiber and some more string. So we'll head back out. It's quite late. I'm quite excited. We've finished the first kind of tiny little house. Obviously, it is bare bones. There's not a lot going on in it, and there will be more to explore and find. My next kind of step is going to be making some armor, I guess, and then we want to go back to that area where the shroud is and sort that out, find out who this guy was, and try and get my original gear back, really, because there was, you know, I'd picked up quite a bit of stuff there that I'm, you know, it's sad to not have anymore. So we've got some more nasties and beasties there. I'm going to ignore them for now because I want to just grab some fibers, make another bundle of string I think I need to make. So let's quickly do that now. And then the remaining plant fibers should be used to create my mattress, which I can use to sleep through the night. And then once we are done, we'll say goodbye, having built a tiny little house. Look at that. It's lovely. Nice warm glow of my fire. And the house looking really inviting. Quite excited to get back there after a long day of exploring. And in we go. I mean, as soon as you get inside, you realize how little I have. I've also unlocked a bed, which needs animal fur, string, and some remaining items. But for now, we'll sleep on a tiny little mattress on the floor. Right next to my crafting bench, but also next to the window, which I think is nice. There we go. I can shut my door. And I can go to sleep. Ah, bliss. Right. Sleeping, warmth, comfort. Good morning, everybody. Right. Ah, what a lovely day it is out, and we can watch the sun come up. So there's a few things that I need to do next, really, for making stuff, and I would like to create a glider. We don't have any armor that we can really make right now. It might well be that we just need to make some more of these items to actually be able to do that. What about my manual crafting? Because I've made them. If I make a torch, is that going to help? Or a campfire? We've also got wands, daggers. The club might help. We've got a bow that we need string for. Oh, there we go. Ragged shirt, which needs string and torn cloth. Ragged pants. Yeah, so all of this armor will be my next step. I might do that off camera, and then we can hopefully go back into the shroud and get whatever it is we need. So we'll come out of here. We'll have one last look at our little shack. I could probably take the scaffolding down. But there we go. Happy days. We have built our first house. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.